how to sprint in Fortnite, how to tactical sprint in Fortnite on Xbox controller. This is what I'm going to show you in this video. If you appreciate it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn notifications on. Okay guys, so in this video I'm going to tell you how to run faster, how to sprint, and I'm also telling you how to auto run. Okay, so what you want to do is when you have a controller, what you do is you just, when you press the left analog stick a bit, you will walk. The more you push it, the faster you will run. Okay, this is the basic thing. Okay, but you're probably here because you want to learn how to sprint. So if you want to sprint, what you have to do is you have to, let me watch in the right direction, is you have to press the L3, the left analog stick. Okay, you have to press this button, and this is how you sprint. This is how you tactical sprint. You can activate that it's going to be, active by just pressing it once, or that you have to hold it to keep on sprinting. Okay, so when I press it once, right, this is a default. He's going to sprint all the time, but you can also set up that it only sprints whenever you press the L3 button on the controller. Okay, when you sprint, you will see a little new bar above your HP bar. This is an indicator which shows you how much stamina, how much condition you have left, how long you can still run faster, how long you can sprint in Fortnite. If it's run out, you will walk with normal speed, or you will run with normal speed, and you won't sprint anymore. Okay, so here we see it. Okay, I'm quitting it. Okay, I stopped it, and you see my the bar stops, and I could continue running. If it's depleted, you cannot run anymore, and you're done. Okay, so you can also combine the sprinting with mantling. Mantling works by just holding the jump button, and you will mantle up. Okay, now you're wondering like, hey, it doesn't work with me when I do the complete bootcamp challenge in Fortnite chapter 3. It tells me something about Unbound key, or I don't know, I have problems with the Fortnite settings. So let me show you what to do before I die to the zone here. Okay, what you have to do is you have to go to the settings. Here's the settings menu. Okay, I think everybody of you knows how to get there. Okay, this is the settings, and in the settings there are several options. So first we have on, let's see where it is. Yeah, okay, in this section. Here you can toggle on sprint. When you turn this on or off, you see in the description of this menu setting, it says set sprint to be on, off, toggle, or hold to sprint. When on, sprint is set to on, off, toggle with one press. So this means when this is on, you press the L3, it's gonna sprint until you press L3 again. If you don't want that, but you want to only sprint when you press the button, the L3 button, or any other button where you put sprint on, put it to off. Okay. Also with mantling, what I just showed you, you have a setting here. Okay, so now some people have problems with the settings that it says it's unbound, or they don't sprint when they press the L3 key. Okay, this is probably because you put because you don't use the standard settings, because you use custom settings. So probably sometime you change the controller settings on your Xbox or your controller because you saw some YouTuber telling you these are the best Fortnite settings, these are the best game controller settings. Okay, so let me remove my face here. So when you do this, okay, when you go down to customs, you can put on any key, you can put any action. So for instance, standard wise, you will see sprint is on the L3 key. Okay, so you could also put like edit on this. Okay, then you have edit on the L3 key. This is what most people have. If you have this and you don't know what to do, one option is to put sprinting on any other key. For instance, a key which you don't use is your right digital pad. Just go to where it says squad comps, and then put on sprint, auto sprint on it, and you will have sprint, auto sprint on this key. I'm not sure if this is the best setting. Tell me where you put edit, tell me where you put sprint. However, this is what most people have, what the problem most people have. Okay, they changed the settings, and eventually they had the problem that they didn't remember that they switched the keys, and now they because there's already another option on the L3 key. Fortnite didn't think about it when they introduced the new system that many people have already used these keys on controllers, or these buttons. And when you have already added on L3, when you had already L3 on the sprint already on and anything on the L3 key, for instance, edit, and at the start of the season, Fortnite didn't know, okay, where shall I put sprint? So sprint is not on any of your keys. So what this means is, as I showed you before, you have to go to the custom settings, and you have to choose any key and you could also, let's say place marker if you don't like this one. you could just go there and, you know, put edit or, you know, put sprint on this. You see, when a key is not bound, if you have no action on any button or any key, it says unbound. This is what unbound button or unbound key means on Xbox, also on PC, PlayStation, no, whatever, right? So it basically means this key is not used or the action is not used. So when you say, when in your tutorial it says like, hey, sprint key unbound, means there is no key assigned to sprint. What you have to do is go to the settings and assign any key, whichever you like, to sprint, and you will be able to tactical sprint to sprint in Fortnite Chapter 3. In case you're completely lost, you can also reset the whole settings, right? You can just go to this settings again, to the controller settings, and you see I'm like, what's going on here? Okay, I cannot see anything anymore here. Okay, interesting. This is fancy. Combat setting. Okay, now it's reset. Wow, this was interesting. Okay, so now I'm in custom again. What you can do is, you can see it says press X to reset. What you could do is you could reset your whole build settings to, for instance, Builder Pro. And now you have the standard default settings in Fortnite on Xbox, and you could start from scratch, you know, assigning the buttons to actions and reconsider your the mappings of your buttons on your controller. If you're playing on PC with keyboard and mouse and you have a similar problem, this is so annoying here on this console that it always gets out here. What the? Well, I'm gonna use the opportunity to show you how to auto run. So when you press the L3 button twice, okay, it doesn't work now because I just changed my settings. When you by pressing the sprint button twice, you will auto run. This is how you turn on auto sprint on Fortnite. It also applies to flying. For some reason, I screwed it up right now, but you see when let me show you, when I'm here and I'm pressing the, I'm running forward, and now you see I'm running without pressing anything. I just double clicked the button where we have auto sprint, and then I turn on auto sprint in Fortnite on Xbox. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you is to what you can do when you're on keyboard and mouse on Xbox, for instance, right? In this case, you have to go to the keyboard settings, right? And then you see again here auto run. This is where you put the auto run key. It's on the numlock normally, or on the equal sign. And you also have the sprint, which is standard by standard on the left shift key. Again, it could happen, for instance, I have on PC building a roof on the left shift key, so sprint was not bound on my Fortnite account. So what I had to do is I had to find a new key, and eventually I put it on the left alt key. So this is how you sprint, how to tactically sprint on Xbox in Fortnite Chapter 3. I hope the video was helpful. If yes, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and yeah, please consider using my creator code, which is normally up there, but for some reason, yeah, was gone, but now it's up there. So thank you very much for watching. See ya, bye bye.